Crystal, have you sent the updated jury instructions to Jennifer?
I will send that right now.
And you can make the changes now, removing defendant not testifying and including that paragraph, defendant becoming a witness. All right, let's practice, Mr. Tower. Practice getting up once you fix the chair.
One down there.
All right, does that work? All right, practice getting up without making noise with your feet. Okay.
So right now, when you start talking, just pull it closer to you.
Okay. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Both sides ready to proceed?
Yes.
Yes,
All right,
Your
let's
Honor.
bring the jurors in. So, Ms. Frabler, you're going to rest on the record. I'll turn to Mr. Gilman, and you can call your client, Mr. Tower, as a witness. Let's bring the jurors in.
All rise. Jurors enter.
All right, everybody may be seated. All right, state.
Your Honor, the state is resting its case in chief.
All right, the state has rested their case in chief, so I'll turn to the defense. Mr. Gilman.
The defense calls Dima Tower.
All right, Mr. Tower, can you please stand and face the clerk? Madam Clerk, can you swear in the witness?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
You may be seated. Mr. Gilman, when you're ready.
Can you just move up a little closer and make sure you're talking in the microphone there, okay? Can you please tell us your name?
Dima James Tower.
And Mr. Tower, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. And where, I noticed you have an accent. Where were you born?
I was born in Ukraine,
What part of Ukraine?
in far east part, Luhansk. That is borders with Russia.
And when did you come to live in the United States?
I came in 2015.
So you were living in Ukraine in February of 2014 when there was an incursion into Crimea? I use a lot of big words there. I'm sorry. Were you living in Ukraine in February of 2014?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you living when you were in Ukraine before you came to the United States? Where were you living?
Well,
Like what type of house?
Before the orphanage?
No, I was talking about the orphanage. Tell me about that. What type of place was that?
Should I talk about my life before the orphanage, or?
We will, sure. How did you end up getting to an orphanage?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to all this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll allow brief background, very, very brief, so let's not spend too much time. Okay?
Sure. And Your Honor, actually, if we could approach briefly.
You may.
How old were you when your mother passed away?
Well, my mother passed away. You know, I would like to talk about, before I would start about talking about my life before my mother passed away.
I understand that. The issue that is that I'm hoping that you can respond to the questions.
Yeah, I can respond to the questions,
Sure.
but
Okay, so your mother, how old were you when your mother passed away?
I'm somewhere between 6, 7, or 8.
Okay,
I was thinking about this somewhere between those years.
Okay.
I mean, if maybe I can give a little bit of my personal background or something.
Mr. Tower, the way it's going to work the same with all witnesses. You need to listen to the question and then answer only the question that's been asked of you, okay?
Well, it's important that.
It may be important, but you need to follow the rules in a courtroom, okay? Please ask your next question.
Sure. Were you just living only with your mom when she passed?
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
And then who did you go to live with after that?
I went to live with my brother.
Okay. How long did that last for?
Maybe a couple months, so.
Okay. And then where did you go?
I went to my uncle's house.
Okay. How long did that last for?
A couple months.
And you eventually end up in the foster care system in Ukraine, correct?
Objection, leading.
Yeah, I was in 2 orphanage for foster care, orphanages, whatever they call that. The first one I was in before the war, and then
Objection,
I was.
non-responsive.
Overruled. I think he's trying to give a time frame of when he was in the orphanage. You can answer the question.
I was in the first orphanage in that same region I was born in, the same side of Ukraine. And then when the war started, we were moved to another part of Ukraine, which is somewhere close to the sea.
And was it around that time that you met the Towers, that they came over to meet you?
Yes, I met him at, I believe it was end of summer of 2013. I met him. Well, I actually met him over here after I was sent to visit for a month in the States. I flew in and met him at the airport.
Was that the first time that you had met them?
That was for the first time, yes.
Okay. And how long after that do you come to this country?
Well, I also came for the second visit. That summer of 2014, I came for the second visit to meet the rest of the family.
And then you come to live permanently when? In 2015?
Well, I was adopted right before the 2015. I was adopted that winter, and I came to live here in 2015. Yes.
Okay. Did you go to school here in Sarasota County?
The questions that you're asking me are very complicated, and cannot be simply answered. But I'm forced to simply answer the questions, which cannot, for no right reason, can be answered simply. These are not simple questions.
Okay.
Your Honor, I object to the editorializing by this witness. Other witnesses are not allowed to have this kind of conversation with counsel.
Let's try not to have speaking objections, Counselor. I'll sustain the objection as non-responsive. Please move on, Mr. Gilman.
Do you remember talking to law enforcement in this case and telling them that you went to Northport High School for a little while?
Yeah, I went to Right after I was adopted, I went to the school in Northport, Woodland Middle School, and then after I did a half a year in that, I enrolled in Northport High School,
Okay.
which I dropped out of in 10th grade.
Okay. And did you know any English before you came to the United States?
No,
How did you learn English?
by conversating here and there, small talk.
All right. And how long did you live with the Towers prior to, either graduating high school or moving out?
Again, this is a complicated question, and
Objection to narrative.
the answer, it can be very long because I moved in, I moved out.
Objection to narrative.
I'm going to sustain the objection as non-responsive.
Okay. You said you dropped out after 10th grade. Did you move out after that?
No, I stayed, but I didn't really move out on my own. It's just too many family issues.
Okay. And you were not living with them. When did you move back in with them prior to August the 31st of 2023?
I don't understand the question.
So in August of 2023, which is the incident that we're talking about, how long prior to that were you back living with the house? 'Cause I know you had just moved back there, correct?
Well, yeah, I assumed that
Do you need a moment, Mr. Tower?
Ask for the.
Remember the jurors, let's take a break. Leave your notepads face down, writing info numbers on top. Please don't discuss anything related to your jury. Everybody stand, jurors exiting. All right, Mr. Gibbon, why don't you spend a moment with your client? We can't tolerate this kind of behavior here in the courtroom. I've already spoken to your client about it. So let's take a 5-minute break. Let's let the defense have an opportunity to talk to the defendant. Tower, are you okay and able to continue?
yes,
Okay. You understand why we took the break, right? I can't have that kind of show of emotion in front of the jury and that applies to you and every other witness. You might recall I even said that about the folks in the audience. Do you recall that, Mr. Tower?
I do.
Okay. Are you able to move forward in that
I am.
position? Okay. Also, Mr. Tower, the way a jury trial works is the attorneys, their job is to ask questions, and your role as a witness is to answer the questions that are asked of you. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay. Mr. Gilman, anything we have to discuss before we move forward?
No, Your Honor.
You had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Tower about
I
the
did.
procedure and how we'll move forward?
I did.
All right. Anything else to discuss with the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Both sides ready to bring the jurors back in?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's bring the jury back in, please.
Supervised jury veteran.
All right, everybody may be seated. Welcome back, members of the jury. All right, Mr. Gilman, when you're ready, please continue.
All right. And Mr. Tower, I want to focus you on when you sat down and talked with the police down there in Venice. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay. Was that the first time that you had ever had that kind of encounter with police?
Yes.
How'd that make you feel?
Objection.
Awkward. Made me feel awkward.
Hold on.
Hold on, one moment. I'll overrule the objection.
Okay. Why would you say it makes you feel awkward?
Because I'm uncomfortable talking because I had many miscommunication and or not enough communication or misunderstanding with my adoptive parents. So I grew up into not knowing how to talk.
Objection, non-responsive.
Overruled. It was completing the answer. You may continue, Mr. Gilman.
So when you were talking with the police, did you understand everything that they were asking you?
I did.
Did you feel like you answered appropriately given that you were uncomfortable?
No.
Okay. Do you remember talking with them about multiple times having thoughts of killing your parents?
Yeah, I only had those thoughts a couple times.
Okay. Did you ever have a plan in place to make that happen?
No, I did not.
I don't think I have anything further, Judge.
State the cross-examination when you're ready.
Are you going to look me in the eye, Mr. Tower? Guess not. So you said you didn't think about killing your parents.
I did not plan on it.
Mr. Tower,
It was not premeditated.
Mr. Tower, when I ask you a question, you can answer, but not until then. You pulled out a sharp knife and you walked into your parents' bedroom, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. What were you thinking about between the time you took that sharp knife, walked into your parents' bedroom, and started to stab your father in the dark?
I wasn't thinking anything.
You weren't thinking anything.
What is there to think?
I don't know. Your parents were sound asleep, weren't they?
I don't know.
Was your father awake when you started to stab him?
It was pitch black.
You picked up a knife from the kitchen and you cowardly went into your...
Argumentative.
Sustained.
Were your parents awake?
I don't know if they were awake. I already answered it.
Sustained.
She asked me a second time.
What did you say?
You asked me a second time the same question.
What did your father say after you stabbed him?
What the hell are you doing?
And then what happened? Did you stab him again?
Yes.
Okay, what were you thinking about between the first stab and the second stab?
There's nothing to think.
Nothing to think. You haven't-
What am I supposed to think there?
Listen to me, you don't, there was nothing to think, that's your answer, all right. So, you're telling me that as a human being, you walk into your father's bedroom with your mother sleeping next to him. The parents that brought you over here,
Objection, argumentative, compound question.
These people were not my parents.
Hold on. I'm going to overrule the objection. It's a bit compoundish, but I'm going to allow it. You may continue with your question.
thank you, the parents that brought you over here to this country, and you weren't thinking anything.
These people were not my parents. There's a lot went on that changed our relationship.
That's not my question. My question is, are you telling this jury that you won't even look in the eye that the people who brought you over here and gave you a home, that you were stabbing them and you didn't think anything of it? Is that what you're saying?
Answer's too complicated for you.
No, it's not a complicated answer. It's a yes or it's a no.
It's not. It's a complicated answer.
Howard, you told the detectives that you were a nobody from nowhere, didn't you?
When I was talking to detectives, I was not in my completely right state of mind.
Mr. Tower, did you tell the detectives that you were a nobody from nowhere?
I just answered your question.
No, you didn't.
I said I was not in my right state of mind when I was talking to detectives. It just went on a lot, you
I'll
know.
let the jury recall what they heard.
Objection, argumentative.
I was under the influence of alcohol also.
I'll sustain that it's unresponsive. He's not answering your question.
Your parents,
They were not my parents, unfortunately.
Sir, you cannot interrupt the attorney. Wait for them to finish their question, and then you can answer the question asked of you, okay? Please ask your question.
Mr. Tower, the people that brought you over here, they gave you an opportunity to be a somebody from somewhere, didn't they?
It depends on their parenting.
What?
It depends on their parenting, how you raise your children.
Depends on the what?
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No,
Have you ever been a mother of children?
After you stabbed your father to death, you walked outside with a knife in your hand because Jennifer was outdoors, wasn't she?
I was temporarily insane.
Sir, can you please sit back from the microphone? It's difficult to hear you. Thank you.
All right. When you walked out of the house after you killed your father, did you carry the knife with you to lead Jennifer back in?
I did.
You did or did not? I can't
I
understand.
said I did.
You did. You took the knife with you to go out and find the person that adopted you.
Yes, I was temporarily insane, as I said.
Temporarily insane.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Members of the jury, I'm going to ask that you strike that last response. There is no insanity defense. There is no evidence presented in this trial to insanity. So I will just order that you not receive that answer. It's irrelevant, not permissible during this trial. Okay? Please ask your next question.
Thank you. Were you thinking about killing your mother when you went outside with the knife and led her back in?
What do you mean by thinking?
Did your parents buy you a car?
Objection outside the scope.
Overruled.
What does has to do with this?
Did your parents buy you a car? Answer my question.
Well, I know where your question is. I know. I
Answer
don't
my
understand.
question,
I don't
Mr.
understand your
Tower.
question. I don't understand it.
Did your parents buy you a car?
I don't understand this question.
Did your parents get you a bank card?
Yes, and I don't understand it. What's the point of this question?
Did your parents get you a bank card?
So?
Did you have a TV in your room?
No. What's the point of these questions?
You told the detectives that you were thinking about killing your parents for the last several days. Isn't that true?
That is not true.
Were you in the courtroom when your recording was played? Mr. Tower,
I was.
were you listening?
I was listening.
And did you hear that you were telling the detectives that you were thinking about that for more than a day?
Again.
You don't remember that part?
Again. I did not know what I was saying. Also, I only taught this a couple of times. This was not a constant thought in my head.
Okay, so you thought about it at least a couple times before you did it?
No, I taught it one time, and the second time I taught it, I did it. There was no thinking about it.
You thought about it the first time, and then you put it off. Then you thought about it the second time, and then you went and did it? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So when you thought about it the first time, where were you?
Probably in the car somewhere.
Where in the car? Parked in front of your house?
Possibly. Very possibly.
Very possibly.
Well, I don't remember. You asking me a question that happened a long time ago. I don't remember.
Okay. Why did you ask your mother to go back inside the house?
Brought her off the street. I don't know.
Because you wanted to kill her, didn't you? Did you hear the doctor talk about how many times you stabbed your mother, Jennifer Towers, the person that you say is not your mother? How many times did you stab her?
You're talking to someone who has no understanding.
You don't understand that question?
No, you don't understand what you're saying.
How many times did you stab your mother?
I didn't know.
More than once?
Yeah, more than once. I don't know how many times.
More than twice?
You've seen it how many times? So we were all in here. You've seen it.
Because these members of the jury have a right to hear what you have to say.
Objection, Your Honor.
They don't hear what I say because I'm not allowed to say.
Let's not have an argument between you and the witness, okay? Let's ask your next question, please.
These jurors are not allowed to what I have to say.
Hold on. Mr. Tower, you need to wait until the question is finished and then answer the question that's asked of you, okay? Please ask your next question.
Thank you. You told the detectives that you stabbed your mother to death, but not until you finished what you had to say to her. What did you have to say to her that night?
There was a lot went on between the three of us.
What did you say to your mother before you stabbed her to death?
I'm answering your question. You're not listening. There was a lot that went on between the three of us. It wasn't just a parents and a child.
So there was a lot that went on among the three of you, correct?
That's what I just said.
Okay.
That I'm being stopped from talking about.
How old were you when you killed Jennifer and Robbie Tower?
21?
You were a grown man, weren't you?
No, I was not. You don't know the definition of a grown man.
At 21 years old, why didn't you just move out if you didn't like the people that you were living with? Why didn't you just move out?
The age has nothing to do with it.
Mr. Tower, why didn't you just move out if you didn't like the people you were living with?
I did move out a long time ago. I came back.
You went to West Virginia, didn't you?
Before West Virginia, I moved out. I just told you there was a lot that went on between the three of us. That the judge and the state won't let me talk.
Mr. Tower, do you believe in free will?
There's no free will. You know, we're all controlled in the states.
Mr.
Especially-
Tower, answer my question. It's a simple question. Do you believe that people have free will?
The answer, the question is not simple. If you look around, this is bigger than us.
When you went to live in West Virginia, how long were you up there?
I lived other places before West Virginia.
I didn't ask you about that. I asked you how long you lived in West Virginia.
Maybe 9 months, 10 months,
And what were you doing up there?
working.
Who set you up in that place to live in West Virginia?
There was a church that I found. The pastor over there helped me.
You were living with Jennifer's father in West Virginia, weren't you?
That was a long time ago before I went to West Virginia to live on my own.
Please answer
You get
my
it mixed,
question.
but you
Mr.
get the
Tower,
questions mixed up.
Mr. Tower, did you live with Jennifer's father in West Virginia?
That was a long time ago. That was not during the time when I went there by myself.
Why did you go to live in West Virginia when you were living with Jennifer's father?
The time that I did go to West Virginia to live with her father was because
Because why?
I'm gonna answer. Let me think about it. We were having fights in the family, and I was gonna visit. I was gonna see him for
Could we
maybe
have
for a
him
couple-
move away
maybe
from
for
the
a couple
microphone
months.
so we can hear?
Away from them, please.
maybe for a couple months. I was gonna visit him until I went to Job Corps.
Yeah, who set you up in the Job Corps? Jennifer, didn't she?
What is your point?
Did Jennifer set you up in the Job Corps?
No.
Did Jennifer set you up to live with her father in West Virginia?
No. What is the point of your question?
Remember, you're under oath, Mr. Tower. You're
I
under
know I'm
oath
under
to
oath.
tell the truth.
You're making no point in your questions. You're forgetting there was
Mr. Tower, you
the
need
father.
to wait for a question to be asked of you and then answer the question, please. Please ask your next question.
You made Jennifer and Robbie's life in their home a living hell, didn't you, Mr. Tower?
Again, there was a lot that went on.
Yes.
Yes, but
Yes.
some adults don't know how to be
Yes.
parents. Yes.
You made their life a living
Yeah,
hell.
no, I didn't. There's some adults don't know how to be parents. You don't know what you're talking about.
In fact,
I came from a harsh environment.
many people come from a harsh
Yeah,
environment,
but
and they don't kill their parents.
you gotta know how to treat those people correctly so they grow up properly.
Yeah, so how do you need to be treated?
I have been treated. It's too late for that. I'm adult now, but you're talking as if you don't know how to be a parent, and you don't know what it takes.
Are you a parent?
No, I'm not a parent, but you're asking me a.
You made their
Pointless
life a living
question.
hell. In fact, your father told you that you were destroying his marriage.
If I
to
made-
his wife, isn't it true?
If I made their life a
Mr.
living hell,
Folks,
that's probably had
hold
something
on,
to do
hold
with
on.
them.
The two of you are just talking over each
No,
other.
he's
Ms.
refusing to
Ragley,
answer.
You're asking a question, he begins to answer, and then you add to your question. Mr. Tower, when she's speaking, you then begin to answer. And what's happening is none of us are catching the question nor the answer. So let's please follow the procedure that we've done all throughout the trial. Let's please do a question, then we'll do a pause, and then the answer. Mr. Tower, I need you to answer the question and not ad-lib and add to it, okay, sir? Please ask your next question, Ms. Freitas.
Did your father tell you that you were disrupting his marriage to Jennifer Tower, his wife?
Jennifer told me that before the adoption, that in the beginning,
He's
Rob.
not responding.
I'm responding. Rob did not want to adopt at all, and then he wanted to adopt a daughter, and then finally he agreed to adopt a son. So he didn't really want to adopt to begin with.
Mr. Tower, there was no question related to wanting to adopt other children. The question was calling for a yes or no response.
Well, he didn't really want to adopt me, is what I'm saying.
Mr. Tower, if you can please listen to the question and answer yes or no. Please ask the question again.
Thank you. Did your father tell you that you were destroying his marriage to Jennifer?
I was not destroying his marriage to Jennifer.
The question, sir. The question was, did your father tell you that? Did your father tell you that, yes or no?
What do you want me to say? He doesn't know how to love his wife. What do you want me to say?
Right. I'll sustain the objection as unresponsive. He's unable to answer. Please move on to your next question.
Who paid for your flights in 2013 and 2014?
Estate, at some point, I'm going to cut off all these questions about perhaps benevolent acts. You can go a bit further, but let's start to move on, okay? I'll overrule the objection. You may finish your question.
Yes. Who paid for your flights to the United States in 2013 and 2014?
This question is pointless, but however, the company who provided who had something to do with adoption did. And I don't understand what's the point of this question either.
Why did you drop out of high school?
Because I was being brainwashed, as the rest of the children are.
You dropped out of high school because you were on the verge of getting expelled, weren't you, Mr. Tower?
What expelled? You even know what they teach in schools? What are you talking about?
Mr. Tower, answer my question.
I'm answering your question. You don't know what you're saying. These schools today, they don't teach anything the kids should know. And the schools are not for everyone.
Mr. Tower, you dropped out of high school because you were on the verge of getting expelled from high school.
No, I wasn't. I'm telling you that. You ever been to school? You know that schools don't teach kids proper education.
Mr. Tower, stop talking.
I'm talking because you don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let's move on to the next question. His answer was no. Please move on to your next question.
In fact, you were about to get expelled because you were fighting with other children in the school and on the bus, weren't you, Mr. Tower?
No, I wasn't. I just told you what happened.
How old were you when you dropped out of high school?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. How old were you when you were in 10th grade?
I said I don't remember.
When you were sitting out in your car before you went into the house on the night of August 31st, did you decide to kill your parents before you walked in?
Yes.
I don't have anything else. Thank you, Your Honor.
Redirect, Mr. Gilman.
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to take a short break, 5-minute break. Please leave your notepads turned over, face down, writing implements on top. Everybody, please stand. Jurors are exiting. right, everybody may be seated.